I feel like I am rusty at this. It's like riding a bike, right?
What, like a rusty trombone?
I like riding bikes and trombones.
Oh my God, Mr. Porkchop!
Wake up to morning roast, Mr. Porkchop and Xray Girl serving up the latest news with a side of laughter twirl.
You do you, but I'll do myself. Oh no, bud.
Morning roast podcast, the day
I like a rich tea when it's like super soggy and it's like flopping around.
We'll keep you in the loop with jokes and banter. There's never a moment to droop. Tune in with your morning brew. Let's ignite the spark. Morning roast podcast. It's a journey in the dark.
Actually, I think a cup of coffee is just what I need.
Yeah.
I want that in my mouth.
Where's the girl? I need a cup of coffee.
Good morning. Where is my girl to give me my coffee? Because I don't think I actually need it, to be honest. I'm getting used to Central Time, and I'm almost at my normal schedule, and then I'm going to go home to Eastern Time.
Oh my God. Wait, so hey, what time is it there now?
7:30.
Oh my God. Okay.
That's why when the last show, I was so tired. You could tell I was tired, and I'm like, whoopsies. I'm just like every night. This is the routine. You know, you do the work during the day, blah blah blah. Nighttime, watch a movie. But you know, half the time I'm awake / sleeping, and then I go to bed and I hang out with Kara for a little bit because I love Kara and I love hanging out with her. I miss you, Kara. She left yesterday.
Oh.
I was alone. I was alone.
Oh.
Very sad. But yes, I slept alone and I didn't like it. I miss you.
Oh.
I miss Kara.
With Cara, are you the big spoon or the little spoon?
We do both. We switch.
Okay.
Then we scissor and then we fall asleep scissoring.
Yeah, you got it. It's that post scissoring sleep is the best.
Have you done it?
Clearly.
Oh my goodness. Something we've learned about Mr. Porkchop today. Mr. Porkchop has scissored before.
Who hasn't? Who hasn't? This is.
And on chat, have you ever scissored before? One's in the chat for yes, two's for no. I need to know.
Just wall of one.
Scissored. Yeah. Join us. But yeah, I miss Kara. I want to go home. I miss home. And I miss my room. Like I just, my stuff.
Your own space.
So,
absolutely.
Yeah. And I mean, Texas is wonderful. It's beautiful. I had Texas barbecue last night. We went to a place called Black's. Yeah, and it was so good. We had the brisket.
I was going to say, did you have brisket? Because isn't that you have to?
You have to eat the major meats, right? So there's brisket. We got the lean one, but there also is one that's like the fattier one, which is strange because the brisket that we had a lot of fat in it. But then we had spare ribs and then sausage, the cheese, like chorizo, and then what else? We also had cream corn, mac and cheese, and coleslaw. And then afterwards, pecan pie or pecan cobbler, because I couldn't have the peach cobbler. I'm allergic. Once I told Gary, he was like, no, you're not eating mine. I'm like, what? I want to try. He's like, you're allergic. This is your last day. You might die.
How allergic are you to it?
I just get my tongue swelling.
And
then it's like,
That would have been quite funny.
Hideki asks Blacks and Lockhart. I think it was like Brunfall. I don't know if I said it right, but it was really good. I had a good time.
Awesome.
I
Oh,
had a
that's amazing.
great
Did you
time.
take pictures? Because like that's the kind of stuff I need to see.
Ooh,
I
let
need to
me
see
see.
meat on a plate.
I
Especially
put
that
all that
cheese and
meat.
chorizo sausage thing. Oh my god, that sounds amazing.
Okay, so this is half eaten because obviously I forgot to take a picture.
Oh, is it? Wait, oh no, hang on. Is it the type of place that they don't have plates and they just like put it on the
Yep, they
table?
just put on the tray. They did have plates, like we just left all the trays in the table in the middle and then just like divvied it out as
Oh my
much as
god,
we could.
amazing.
So,
Oh, sounds so good.
yeah, ribs. Oh, the ribs are so good. And then Gary decides he's gonna get hot sauce and pours all the hot sauce on his rib, which is fine. Normally he can handle hot sauce, but he was struggling.
Oh my god.
Like he was like, "Oh my god." It's like,
That
okay, dig.
that's me just thinking about hot sauce. Like seriously, like I cannot go anywhere
Oh,
near it.
you're breathing in it. Oh, you don't like hot sauce. You're so white.
Yeah.
Yeah. Highlander, we went to Black's in Brun Falls, I think. It's next to Rudy's and the gas
Sounds amazing.
station.
It sounds amazing.
Everyone there had trucks. It felt very, very Texas. Very Texas. So, yeah. That was my day yesterday. How was your day? How
My
was your
day.
post election day?
Fine. Yeah, nothing much happened. My food yesterday wasn't as good as yours, but I did have I had a kebab.
A kebab.
Yeah, a lamb shish kebab wrap. Oh my god, that was so good. Chunks of lamb meat wrapped up in
Yeah.
with a garlic
Yeah.
sauce, so good. Oh,
I mean, that still sounds good. So,
oh
there
yeah.
you go. What about Buc-ee's? I didn't go to Buc-ee's this time. We didn't really travel anywhere, and there's not one in San Antonio, so there's no point in really like driving out, which I'm okay with. I went to at least like 8 different Buc-ee's when I had my road trip. 8.
So,
It's a lot of
been
Buc-ee's.
there, done that. Got the
No,
t-shirt, literally. Wait,
I mean,
got
not
the
been there,
bikini.
done that. What? Oh, bikini. I did get a bikini. I did wear my Buc-ee's shirt to the barbecue. I was like trying to represent Texas. I
Yeah.
wore the beaver on my chest. For y'all. Oh, here. This sounds about right in New Braunfels. Brunfell. I don't know. I might have said that wrong. Sorry to you Texans. But I did want to highlight last week. I forgot to read a super chat. It was Streamlabs actually. It was Callieth with a $5 says, "Don't let Xray fool you. She was filming the next season of Shogun secretly. Glad you made it back. South America's known to extra crispy the foreigners. Glad they did not human sacrifice you to the sky gods." I'm very happy about that too. Now that I know what the sky god sacrifice is, they well, you're dead, and then they leave your body out, and the birds come down, eat you.
Right.
and
Yeah.
It's like a sacrifice to the sky gods.
Okay. Yeah. Is that what? That's how they get rid of their dead, right? Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a bad way to like give back to the earth, I suppose, but it's just oof. That
Yeah.
is a moment.
Is that because it's really difficult? You can't dig a hole, you can't bury, like, so it's actually a
I don't know what was going on in their head.
mm,
I wish I did. I would love, if I could safely, I would love to go back in time and go to when the Mayans built pyramids, when the Incans built Machu Picchu, things like that, just to see what they did. The Egyptians built their pyramids, like insane. I would love that, but I would probably be enslaved and made to be a baby maker. But whatever.
probably.
Probably, and I don't want that. Did I eat at Gristmill? No. I ate a couple places though. Which one? I don't remember. TXC asks bikini. Then again, it's probably a members only video. You're probably right about that.
What's been your best eating out experience on this trip?
Ooh. Best. Okay, so food wise, yesterday was the best, absolute best. And that and a Mexican place that the Nerdrotics. Wow, I'm not acknowledging that. We scissored. That's it. Okay, there is no munching. We delivered her safely back to her husband. It's fine. Oh my
Ooh.
gosh. And I think experience-wise, I got to hang out with like Tugs and Steph and Melissa, Gary. Like it was just great to be able to see my friends and not just through a screen. It's so much better when it's through.
Absolutely. Oh, awesome.
Yeah. So before we get into our topic, we do have Psychotic Mongoose has gifted 5 memberships. Thank you so much, Psychotic. We got 5 new members. Once I'm back home after Grand Rapids, we're gonna do more. Like I'm gonna do more stuff. I say I'm gonna do more stuff, but I have to settle in first. So give me at least 2 weeks.
So Christmas stream. Woo!
Okay, oh my god, maybe I'll do Christmas bikini stream. Anyone want to send me a Christmas bikini? Is that a thing?
I think so. Yeah, I can see it. It'd be like red kind of velvet with like a fluffy white trim, wouldn't it?
Where would the trim be?
Just around the booba.
The booba.
Yeah.
He sounds like you've bought something like that before.
No, I think I may have watched something with it in it. I don't know. Who knows? I never thought that.
Yeah. Have I gone to the gun range? No. No, but I did go to Costco.
Is that basically the same thing?
No. But I love Costco. Okay, so this is if you ever are from Canada and come to Costco and need AirPods, the AirPods Pro are $200. I also have a no foreign exchange fee card, and it comes with 2-year Apple Care. So what you're buying is basically way cheaper than from Canada, at least the way I did it. Minus the Costco membership, I suppose.
Yeah.
Also, Costco cookie. It's my first time having it.
How big is it? Like that big?
It's like this big.
Okay.
And then it was thick because it had like layer of chocolate that was warm in between it. Oh my god.
Is it the Costco hot dogs are legendary?
They're legendary because it's cheap.
Yeah.
They're not that great, to be honest.
Are they not?
Like, they're just hot dogs.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Don't they have Costco's in Canada? They do, but every Costco has different products. So it really depends on the demographic that shops there too. So like the Costco that's in the more Chinese area or Asian area in Markham has more Asian products. Same thing with Brampton, which is more like Indian population. South in Asian, they have like absolutely different stuff. But like their main staples are kind of the same, but also cross country, you have different vendors. Some of them don't go north, some of them don't go south. So I find the clothes are way better down here.
Costco do clothes?
Yeah. I buy most of my clothes from either Costco or from like content creators.
Wow. I had no idea. No idea.
Or there's a website that I buy from that has athletic gear that I love. Oh, Giggity, I'm so sorry. You're right. Can we call them glizzies? The Costco glizzies?
Is that the official? Oh, God.
Are you getting so excited for that glizzy? Oh, that $2 glizzy with that Coke. He hates me.
I love it. That's a blurb.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Glizzy gobbler.
That's another
sure
blurb.
Psychotic is going to make that into a blurb. Thanks, Psychotic. Just thank you in advance. But anywho, We have a hell of a lot of clips to go through. It's insane. It's insane. But oh, before we start, Daniel Rude for $2 says Trump won, and that's great. But keep buying ammo. I mean, if you're going to the gun range, you're gonna need to buy more ammo to shoot guns, and you should be practiced. That makes sense. You want to have and stay practiced, in my opinion.
Yes.
And
Keep your eye.
then, well, you and your butter knives, so practice stabby.
Yeah, I don't know. Even that might be a bit much now.
Oh my goodness. They're gonna outlaw butter knives.
Yep.
Mojo with €5 says delighted with the orange wave. Trump fan here in Ireland, relatives in the Midwest, so-called deplorables. Loved woke losing. Many here feel the same. Well, it's actually kind of crazy. So I do believe that the election, and this is coming from a Canadian, I am not an expert, obviously Brit and Canadian here. There are a lot of fans of Trump. I am not an informed viewer of the American politics. I don't vote on popularity or, feelings, in my opinion, when you're spending my money. Make sure you watch and see what they plan on doing and have done before. So maybe one day I'll actually look into what Trump has done. Maybe. But when it comes to at least one of my brothers, he is a huge Trump fan. It's kind of weird. I never thought, you know,
Mm.
military Asian man would be like, "Oh my God, Trump, love it." You asked me
Yeah.
when I went to Vegas, "Can you please buy me a mega hat?" I'm like, "Okay."
Oh, really? So yeah, I guess military, because isn't it definitely in his last term there was no new wars and stuff like that. So he's the most peaceful. Is it the most peaceful president there
I
was?
cannot
Something like
comment. I have no idea.
I
Like I
believe.
said, Canadian,
Yeah.
uninformed, don't know. But I think it's actually interesting seeing like the world's reaction. Mostly the celebrities and white American women. Those have been my favorite. Yeah. Oh, you're right. King Vegeta. I only vote on looks. That was in my early 20s, okay? But also at the time, Trudeau wanted to give some payback to students, and he totally bought my vote. Thinking about it now, totally bought it. So it worked, I guess, for him.
Easily bought though. It's like you can just promise these things and just say, "Oh, we're going to give you an extra $10 a month or whatever." It's like, "Oh yeah, cool. Let's go for it."
Yeah. Oh, my Arabian princess is in chat. Hello. I always love seeing the dog of Avatar. I miss my dogs. But anyways, so I wanted to start with this one because this one made me laugh because it's asking for attention.
Right.
So, Bette Midler, when she had a Twitter X account, she posted 2 bottles, one bottle of champagne with a Post-it note that says Kamala wins, and then another bottle of Drano,
Oh
and
god.
the other Post-it says Trump wins.
Right. Yeah.
And okay, I think that's a little aggressive.
That's a bit extreme. Okay.
Yeah, like I don't know if the person I didn't want to win, wins. I wouldn't want to self-delete.
No. It's lucky they're not legally binding contracts that are going up onto
I
the
mean,
internet.
and that's the thing. So of course Trump wins. She deletes her Twitter account.
No.
I'm sure she got a lot of flack for that photo anyways, but like the posts in this one is like bottoms up bet, probably drank the Drano. But I don't think putting out threats like that is necessarily a good idea. Like, oh my God, if Trump wins, I want to self-delete. Like that's extreme. That's
Yeah.
not setting a good example for them little kids.
No. I think a lot of people are dealing with that now. And a lot of people, because of what the celebrities have been saying in the weeks and months coming up to this, a lot of people are not going to be able to cope because
No,
they're
they're
just
not
like,
coping right now. And like middle-aged white women aren't my favorite demographics. Personally, I like my men more, but I think you need to just smarten up just a little bit. I don't know. Bette Midler, I don't think she's middle-aged. She's definitely of an older age, but dang, insane. Oh, really? YouTube is actually blocking the word Trump from super chats. That's election interference. We have another case. Well,
Wow.
things are about to change for 4 more years. You
Wow.
can't block him now that he's president, right?
Well, this is it. Like the BBC were refusing to call it. They were like, "Oh, there's still time. There's still time." When he had like 271 or whatever, like it's like he still might lose.
Yeah. Oh, when he won, were you still asleep?
Kind
Or were
of
you just waking up?
just waking up. I think yeah. When it all got kind of announced, I think I was awake. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. And I mean, with this election, it seems not only middle-aged white women, but we got like the hosts of The View. And I watched this clip on the Nooner, but I thought it would be worth at least showing you just to like the fear that these women have, like created fear. Like it's not even like I don't think necessarily true. But this is not going to help. Anyways.
Was red.
Yeah.
It was pretty red last night.
I don't know. I'm profoundly disturbed. I think if you look at the New York Times this morning, the headline was America makes a perilous choice. I think that in 2016, we didn't know what we would get from a Trump administration, but we know now. And we know now that he will have almost unfettered power. And so I worry not about myself, actually. I don't worry about my station in life. I worry about the working class. I worry about my mother, a retired teacher. I worry about our elderly and their Social Security and their Medicare. I worry about my children's future, especially my daughter, who now has less rights than I have.
Your face is so pensive. I'm going to ask, what made you make that face? Just out of curiosity. Like, do you believe that what she's saying? Like, do you think she's misinformed or?
Yeah, I think she's massively misinformed, and she doesn't believe but the problem is she believes what she's saying, and yeah, she has no idea.
Well, the funny thing is, like, when she was a young child at, I don't know, like, say 10 to 18, some very formative years, that would have been at least like what, 20 years ago, at least. And I would say that with the way the culture has gone, at least in my experience, and I'm from Canada, not the same as America, but it can be kind of relate. I can maybe say that I felt like more of a New Yorker. And I have so many rights. What has Trump said that he's going to do that is less rights for any woman?
See, a lot of them are worrying about this whole what they call it, the 25, Article 25 or something 25. That's what everyone, like, what these people are worrying about, and it's not something that Trump is fully behind, I believe.
Well, I mean, abortion rights. It's so silly that we're still talking about this as a major political decision on who to vote for. I think that this is something that has been occurring since what, the 70s, maybe 60s. We can't decide. Like, why is this still a thing? There are more important things about the world: food security, safety, shelter. Let's start with that first, maybe.
Yeah. It's the trouble is he's literally gonna shake the whole system up completely, and basically he's almost gonna kind of completely reorganize the government. The federal government is all gonna be completely doing. He's giving everyone a lot more power, I believe. Like the education system is going to be have less federal interference and stuff like that. So he's going to go in with a fine tooth
That's
comb.
actually less power for him.
Yeah,
if
yeah,
it's
yeah.
not
He's gonna
federal.
actually, and it's actually going to save the country billions and billions of dollars. And don't know, like I don't know why people are finding this upsetting.
Yeah, and it's just the symbolism of who he is, not what he's actually done. And this whole women's rights, abortion rights thing, Beowulf, there you go here, is already repealed and pushed down to state level. He has nothing to do with it.
There you go.
So then again, if this is what she's referring to, I don't know 100%. You just need to inform yourself just a little more.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, so what in America? What is it? You've got the Senate, the House, and the something else. Yeah, there's the three things, right? And basically they've got power over all three now, so which means they can actually get things done. They can actually pass things through and actually get redo laws and actually get some work done. Before, I don't believe that he had power in all three, or the his party at least. So they couldn't actually get everything done that they wanted to do. They can't push through these. It gets blocked at certain levels, and that's the problem.
Here we go.
Because of these divided. The Senate, the House, and the presidency. Yeah.
I think what we need to do is to re-educate the American people on how government works and how some of these things get brought about, because clearly they don't understand.
Well,
I feel like I'm one of them.
Well, yeah, and the fact now that they can actually get things done is probably that's what's upsetting people, because they can actually do something about it. I think a lot of people are probably worried that this is actually going to work and actually people's lives are going to get better, and they've all been wrong. Like, just go with it and just see what happens. Like, already the economy is already having an upturn because of it, because of the
Oh
result.
my God, Bitcoin went up.
Yeah, the whole of crypto has gone up.
So we're gonna see. Well, I'm excited because my my house will go back up and hopefully go back to at least purchase price. That'd be great.
The thing is, like, it's gonna be a lot of America is gonna come first, rather than like supporting the UN and stuff like that. So like the rest of the world is they're just being really selfish. Basically, the rest of the world are looking at this saying, "Oh, we're gonna miss out on a certain amount of money from the UN, from America coming into the UN and stuff like that." But that's the only way. You need to be selfish in this situation now. That's the only way that you can actually get anything done, by being selfish.
Well, and that's what they've been doing this entire time. So there you go. Right?
Yep.
All
right, let's see what else they have to say here.
And I remember my father telling me many, many years ago that I was the first person in his family to enjoy full civil rights. And now I have less civil rights than I had when he told me that. So again, I'm profoundly disturbed that the 14th Amendment of the Constitution did not prevent someone who participated in an insurrection from becoming president of the United States. I think that going forward, the convicted felon box on employment applications better be taken off, because if you can be the president of the United States, then you should not be prevented from employment in this country. Because I remember applying for my jobs as a federal prosecutor, and there was a box for convicted felons.
Okay, I've had enough of this view reaction. She is. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. But this is what has been repeated again and again and again and again, and this is why everyone's kind of, not everyone, the left are going down this path now.
And like the amount of videos that I have found, of people freaking out is insane. But before we get into that, I thought this was kind of cute. Obviously, this is probably not like as the quote says, the spirit of Peanut making an appearance during Kamala's concession speech.
Oh god.
I just thought this was so cute. Peanut.
Do you reckon someone let a squirrel go? What? How did a squirrel get there?
Is it in like I don't know which room that is, but it makes me think, is it indoor or outdoor? I don't know.
That looked outdoor. That was probably outside a building, but wow, that's brilliant.
I just thought it was cute. Nice little positive moment there. Lone Wolf for $5 says, when I was in school, we had civics class that went into the Constitution, how our government was structured, etc. We need to bring that back. Has it actually been removed from education? Because we have a civics class too in Canada. And I did take the law class, grade 10, and I thought that was interesting because we actually went to court and sat in and watched and saw how our court system enacted. It's very boring. Very boring.
Was that a mandatory? Did everyone do that, or
no,
was
not
that a
law,
class that
but
you
civics? Yes.
took? Okay.
Civics and careers, it was like a half credit each. Careers help with like resumes and how like jobs kind of worked. I do wish that careers also included how your pay structure worked, like what your pay went
Oh, God.
into.
Doing your own taxes. I wish that was included.
Yeah, like
banking, investment, put like you know, how to spend your money properly.
how borrowing works, like on
Yeah.
a loan, a credit
Yeah.
card works. Like these are things that kids should learn. But
Absolutely.
like who in the chat, when you turned 18 or 22, however at what age, got a credit card, maxed it out? I did.
I've never had a credit card.
What? Ever? How old are you and you don't have a credit card?
40.
How do you get credit?
Dunno. Literally
'Cause
never had a credit card.
you can't buy a house then.
Yeah. I bought a house. I don't know how it works.
I'm so confused.
But you don't
Well, at least
have to have a credit card.
maybe it's different where you are, because in Canada you have to have at least some form of credit card to build credit. Otherwise, you won't have a good score.
I don't know. I've never had a
My mind is blown right now. My mind is blown. This is a good question. Do you buy stuff online?
Yeah.
Okay. See, Beowulf, that's what I'm thinking. He probably doesn't have a credit score, but maybe it's just different in the Europes.
But yeah, well, I've got a mortgage, so I've obviously got credit.
Yeah. Oh, here, a pay card. Maybe you had a pay card, whatever that is.
Well, yeah, well, I've got a debit card, but that's not a credit. It's not, you're just spending the money that you got rather than money that you haven't got.
See, I'm a huge user of credit cards because I love the points.
Right, okay.
I'm a big points user, so oh my god, Smoo. Which airport are you going to? Member for 27 months. Hi, you two headed to the airport to fly home. I'm flying home too today.
Awesome.
That's actually like hilarious. Safe travels, Smoo. I hope you have a good I hope you had a good vacation. I think you did, from my understanding. So
But yeah. I'm so jealous.
one day you'll be able to come out here.
One day.
Yeah. I saw someone.
Do you reckon Carrie would let me wear my bikini in his pool?
He might not have a choice. Maybe, I don't know. I would judge you and take a picture and put it on the internet if you did do that.
It would have literally the Union Jack flags. Yeah.
Can it be right on your crotch instead as well?
Sure, of course, if that's what you want. Absolutely.
See, I know Gary. Gary will be like, "Oh, yeah, women can do whatever they want, but men, Oh, okay, maybe. Okay, here. This is right. It has to be a mankini.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
The Borat
Yeah.
style mankini, but with the Union
Oh,
Jack bag. Yeah,
yes,
perfect.
yes. Ooh, or a Bucky's bikini.
Mhm.
I'd be down. I'd be down. So, anywho,
Sorry, slightly derailed that one there.
slightly, just ever so slightly. Well, when you bring up bikini, chat's gonna talk about scissoring.
Okay.
Yeah, they're gonna do things like that, you know? Right, right, right. So, anyways, whatever. Sneaky Singy for $5 says, please. Clips from the view lowers my IQ more than the fluoride in the water I drink does exponentially. I'm so sorry. I
Yeah,
apologize for
we
hurting
are
your
all
brain.
a little bit dumber now.
Yeah, you're welcome. I apologize. Thank you, Sneaky. And Andrew Matthews for 5 British pounds says they're crying for made up reasons. Oh
Oh no.
no. God, my dog passed away today. Most of us have real lives. I'm so sorry to hear about that, Andrew. I can't give you a real hug, but this is like a virtual hug. I don't know if that makes it better, but I'm hoping it does.
Should do.
I'm sorry your doggy passed away. Your doggy was very cute and loved, and your dog
Oh.
loved you. And I know it hurts. It's just the first day, and then hopefully it hurts less the next and the next and the next. Okay. Mwah. Send you kisses.
I don't think I could deal with that. That's why I don't have pets. Don't,
The heartbreak.
yeah.
I mean,
Knowing that you're gonna outlive them.
the love that you have for them, they end up being like your kids. And I know I'm not a parent, but that's the closest I know what love is. And I love when you go home and they are just so excited to see you. You're their world, and they're my world too. So I just, yeah, F's in the chat for Andrew's dog, sending love. And yeah, pets are very much family. Psychotic mongoose, very much so. So yeah. Well, ooh, well, this is going to be a harsh transition because how do you
Oh no.
how do you go to an animal passing away to more crazy women's reaction? This is more, women's rights stuff. Thank you, Amala, for posting this. Very curious to see this.
If you thought you were involuntarily celibate before, wait until you see what women are like when they realize that having one of your babies could cost them their life. Oh, you definitely won't be getting any. And you know what? It's what you deserve. But now these women can focus on their careers. They can focus on their female friendships. You already hate the fact that there are rich aunties out there, child-free and happy. You just made even more of them. You said you were going to get your passport, but you didn't do that. You said there's no need. You can change the laws right here. Good luck with that, because these women aren't risking it. But shout out to the child-free women who are really appreciating the life that they're living, where they're not with a man who thinks that everything that has to do with that child is your responsibility. You thought that you were really going to stick it to women, but what you really did was you're going to let them realize how amazing life is for some of them without children. Some of your genes do need to die off. So I know you wanted a legacy. You wanted a little mini me to be as mediocre as you are. Now you won't even get that.
So I think the funny part about this video clip is that, the whole women's right thing. Like, with Trump coming into power, it's causing women to be celibate. Like, that to me is wild. Like, that's the whole point of like the whole like abortion fight, like, in my opinion, you do whatever you want. I don't care. But the consequences are there. If you have the sex, you might have the baby. Okay.
Yeah.
Take responsibility. And then maybe it's just my view. If you have a baby and then you abort the baby and then you try later on in life and you don't, your stuff isn't working, will you have regretted it? I don't know. For me, I probably would say I would regret it. But anyways, my thoughts. What did you think about that?
My brain cells have just disappeared. Thanks for this.
You're welcome.
Again, I don't think she's really grasping what's going on for real.
And that's the sad part is I think people are not seeing the big picture. This whole women's right is just one eensy beatsy facet of what it's going to mean to be a citizen of America.
Yeah.
Right? And
Yes.
that's that's sad if they think that is everything.
See, as I understand it, and I might be wrong, so chat, tell me if I'm wrong. As I understand it, I believe that what it will mean is that the states will get the power back to make their own decisions about this.
Oh no, the state has the power now.
Oh, so
yeah.
What? So
yeah. I don't know what they're complaining about.
Yeah. Oh, is that it? So what are they talking about?
Misinformed.
Oh yeah, well there you go.
Yeah, here, this is right. Live in California if you want to do that. It's legal there.
Yep. Well, there you go. So, but that's it.
But this is your smart voter. This is why when Trump goes on Joe Rogan, and then we get Kamala going on Call Her Daddy. Now, as say any employer, if I look at 2 resumes and see that, who as a professional organization would I want as my leader?
Yeah. I don't know who. What was that? Call My Daddy? What?
Call Her Daddy. It's a
Call Her
sex
Daddy?
podcast.
Oh,
A very big sex podcast, mind you. I'm not knocking the actual podcast. I'm knocking about what is represented by going on there. The host of the show, she's a little crazy. She's calmed down since she's had the show to herself. She used to have co-host, but just the reputation, you got Joe Rogan versus a sex podcast. Makes no sense why a possible candidate for presidency would choose a sex podcast.
Yeah, exactly. Although sex does sell, so
not enough.
It's our oldest profession and all that jazz. So
I've heard Kamala has, done a couple of things, but that's neither here nor there. I mean, you go do whatever you want. I don't care. But if you're going to be a representative of me, if I was an American, that would bother me personally.
Right. Yeah. I guess it just means she's down with the sexy people, I guess. The people. I get. Is it? Oh, is that what it is? They all want to just be free and easy and that with the abortions, just shag everyone and.
So this is Simon says here, women were listening. She wanted their vote. I think that was her hitting her demographic that she intended. So yes, it was calculated, but I don't think in the kind of Hollywood sense, you narrowing down your audience is not going to help. You should have a very wide net, not just women or white women. You should want men to vote for you as well. And I personally, if this was me at home and there was a female candidate, a good female candidate, I would love to have a female prime minister. But if it was Kamala going for prime minister, I'm sorry. Who is scared of Kamala? Will China be scared of Kamala?
Nope.
No. I would rather Biden over Kamala. That's just
Okay.
me.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I don't know why. Why do they always put these people up for presidency that, you know,
Oh,
no one...
this one was by peer. So this is me absorbing what other people have said. When Biden was supposed to run, but he dropped out.
Yeah.
And the money that was raised at that point, it could only be used for Kamala.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah,
So
like him running in the first place just seemed like a silly idea. How old is he? Like 86 or something?
I think is Biden younger than Trump? I believe Biden's younger than Trump, but he's not as
Really?
healthy. I believe. Okay, Biden's 81.
81, okay.
How old is Trump now? Oh no, Trump's younger. Never mind. But their age gap is like 4 years, I believe. I just read. Correct me if
Okay.
I'm wrong, chat. Trump is younger, but still, like I've met 100-year-old people who have more mental acuity than Biden does.
Yeah, absolutely. It just seemed like he's past it and that he needed to sit down in his chair with his blanket on his legs and just kind of listen to
just
the
be comforted.
Yeah.
I don't want a president that's like that now. Oh my God, Trump is 199. I'm sure if he was, Jeremy would be so happy. So happy. All right. So just a couple more reactions after this super chat here. Daniel Rude for $2 says, we've been saying that they should be less slutty, so yep. I mean, Kamala at least looks like she's less slutty, but like
It's she was so awkward. Everything was just so awkward.
her laugh was awkward.
But like, yeah, it's like that is a job, like it's a thankless job, right? So who's going to be putting themselves up there and wanting to do it? It's you got to be a particular type of person that wants to go for that kind of position.
So, all right, we got another celeb here, Simone Biles. Mr. Biden, I need you to stand up, straighten your back, and make some things shake before your departure. XOXO, the women in America. Well, I feel like she just asked him to shake his pee-pee after he peed.
Oh. No,
that's how I felt
what
about
the
that.
nurse is saying to him when she's helping him to the toilet. Can you just shake it, please? Like, I'll pop it back in there for you, but just shake it. I don't want the accident again, like last time.
Oh God, ew. But yeah, like Kongwin's reply. Good idea. He should get out of the men. We should get the men out of the women's locker room to start. I mean, yeah. I think that's a big point that a lot of people have been like, you know, women's sports, women's rights, and then they'll bring up the women's sport, which is true. Like if I was a wrestler or just anything physical in my sport, I worked all my life so hard to get where I am, and to be beaten out by a man or man transition to woman doesn't sit right well with me. You have an advantage naturally, genetically.
It's if there is a natural advantage which you could synthetically give the same advantage to someone, but then that's illegal to do, then there is a problem there, if you know what I mean. So if a genetic female is taking testosterone to enhance her game, then why is that illegal versus the alternative? Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. All right, so now we're moving into the women's reaction. I'm gonna lower the volume on some of these because there's a lot of screaming. Let me just get that first. Thank you, Alex Jones, for sharing this. This is a montage. Are you ready for this? I'm so excited.
How did we get here? How did we get here? What in the Alice in Wonderland nightmares is going on right now?
All I can say is how fucking dare you?
If you voted for that man, if you voted for anybody other than Kamala, and you live in one of the states that it was, close, or if you didn't vote, fuck you.
It's not gonna happen. Go, Kamala.
I chose family. I chose women. I chose America. I love you.
Oh my god, it's so funny when you get the men crying, like those beta types, and you're like,
Is that real? Like,
so
seriously?
I hope some of these are trolls, but I don't think they all are. I don't think they all are. Like, I really do think some of them actually truly believe what they're saying.
I don't understand what they think's gonna happen. Like, I don't.
Well, my thing is, you can totally be upset and, to the point of tears. I get that. But when you start doing it for social media, for your own clout, that's when I have a problem with it, because it's like, are you really upset about what just happened, or are you trying to make money off of it?
It looks like, yeah.
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 And then, if anything, this is making the opposite occur. It's not just the people who are going to sympathize with you. People are going to make fun of you, like we are right now, because you put this out there. And I am all for it. It's entertaining, okay? It's been entertaining. This is the good part of the election, because I've never really been on the internet, like stream-wise, for any of the elections of the states. And you hear about things back when I was like super normie, but this is on a whole other level.
Definitely. Yeah. But it's purely because things are going to change. Like, things need to change, and I guess people don't like change. Is that the problem?
It's not that people don't like change. These people wanted the power to stay with who they agree with. And people change, administrations change, and they want this is something they've been doing the entire time, where when you post, you get that camaraderie. And at this point, it's kind of backfiring on them now, because people are actually more vocal about this stupidity that they've been posting before. And so, I don't know, bring it on. Bring it on. I want to see more of this, please. All right, let's continue.
How the fuck is this still happening? All I've ever known politically is hatred.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done with you. I'm done with you and your mother and your sister. I'm just done with all of this.
I'm sorry. Not my friends who are Trump supporters. You don't understand how scared of this man I am.
If this guy does end up winning again, all of the people who voted for him will be like happy, and they'll just be celebrating. And everyone else, everyone who feels threatened by him is fucking scared. Like, we're scared for our lives. We're scared for our friends.
How dare you put this man into office for another 4 years, knowing damn well what it means for our country, what it means for us as a people.
To know that there is that much ignorance and that much hate in this country, it's so terrifying. It's so terrifying. How the fuck are we back in this same situation again? Who the fuck is voting for him? Genuinely. Fuck you. I don't want to hear about how shitty your life gets under his policies.
I think she would be an insane lay. Just saying. She would boss you around.
Wow.
If you like this sort of stuff.
Wow.
Just the way she's talking, that makes me think that.
I mean, I'll leave you to it. Like, fine. No, thank you. No, thank you.
No comment. If you're into that. But there was that one person that was like, who is voting? Like a good majority of the country voted. The story about the Amish is the one that kills me. So this is told to me through stories from other people. 100,000 Amish people were collected, registered to vote because apparently their farms were being taken away from them by the government.
Yep.
And so they were pissed. Don't, as Melissa says, don't kick a sleeping dog because they will.
Yeah.
And clearly they did. Like, imagine the Amish who don't care about most things. Like, they just want to live in their secluded, community and just exist.
Yep.
They neither bother people or vice versa.
I don't know what was the Biden administration. What did they change? They did something about the Amish, right? So they screwed them over somehow, or they weren't allowed to do what they were doing, or something like
I
that.
don't know exactly what happened with the farming. Maybe someone in chat can help.
Yeah.
But that would piss me off too. Like, you're taking away my livelihood, how I exist, how I eat. That doesn't sit well with me, right? So, yeah. Shouldn't they piss off the hobbits? No, never piss off the. This is a pissed off hobbit. This lady. Oh, here. Overregulation, food production, basically. Okay.
Right.
Well, there you go. Don't piss them off. Don't piss off the Amish. This can change the votes. Don't kill squirrels that are cute on social media. They could change the vote. I actually really do think Peanut might have been the tipping point. Who knows?
I wish we could see a parallel universe and see what happened if that whole Peanut scenario didn't happen. We'll be on a completely different course now.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting. Have you got the list of celebrities that are leaving the US yet? Have you got that? Have you seen?
I honestly don't think that people are going to. It's an empty threat like Bette Midler.
Did you see that Tom Hanks has left?
Bye.
He's gone.
Bye.
He's gone.
Fun. Yeah, that's fine. Enjoy your life out there. I don't know who else. Like, it's like Bette Midler's threat to drink Drano.
Yeah.
Most are gonna not do it, and I've seen some TikToks saying how to leave the country for some women if you're into like, not being here for it, which in the end it doesn't really matter as long as you're a law-abiding citizen. But hey, if you want to take that huge expense, go move, find a job, make sure that you have your visas, go right on. It's fine. I think it's actually good for people to leave if they really want to.
Sure.
I'm sure the country doesn't really care if you're there or not. And I don't know. I think that if I was in my young 20s, I would have done it anyways, now that I'm looking back on my life. But have you ever done anything like that?
No.
A program abroad? I want to. I wanted to.
I've barely left the UK, to be honest. I wish I could. I wish I could do it more, but whatever.
Yeah. I wanted to do Australia. They have exchange programs as an X-ray tech out there. It would have been so fun. Or Europe, teach English, maybe. I don't know. Those are like, it sounds fun. It sounds
yeah.
Those are the recommendations to people who want to escape for the 4 years.
Yeah. I wish I did. Do you know what? I wish I did. I planned a whole Southeast Asia trip with my friend, and then we never did it.
Oh,
I know.
sad.
I know. I should have done it. Should have just said fuck it and let's go.
Yeah.
Fine.
Oh yeah, this is the wild thing. I thought it was so silly. I'm like, it's just a cute squirrel. They started accusing us of using Peanut as a right-wing mascot. No, it's adorable. If you did that to a dog as well, I think people would like totally. And it wasn't even the fact of like the euthanizing process. It was what happened as well around that with the agents. 10 agents. Why do you need 10 agents to check for rabies?
It definitely sounded a bit like there was more going on there. Somewhere
absolutely.
something happened. So who knows what the actual reason was? To know. I
Yeah.
feel like we're not being told everything there.
Probably not. I won't play this, but I just thought this was funny just watching this. People meltdown. While I read some of these, Sneaky Singy for $5 says these idiots need to grow up and get some real effing problems already. Been almost a decade of the same banter. Yeah, I mean, if your problems are just to yell in your car because of an election, you've got like a pretty cushy life. Okay, like a
Yeah,
really cushy life. So
like my 11-year-old, he doesn't even react like that. Like he doesn't. It, they're being children, but he grow up.
yes. Yes. There's been this is another one here. I won't play what the audio is, but this when I saw this was ridiculous.
Oh wait, what? Hang on.
Stuttering Craig put this child voted. Think about that for a second.
Wait, no, this is a completely different scenario thing going on here.
I put this on the level of you posted this willingly. Are you sane? I
So,
would never post this willingly.
yeah, well, this whole thing. She's a bit crazy, obviously, and then she's
Yeah.
saying that her partner is beating her, and that's why he's filming her act all like this, like saying like, "That's it, I didn't actually touch her."
Yeah.
So,
And then this is the last one I'll show. Barbara Streisand posted this, and I thought this was hilarious. There are no words left in the community notes that they're wanting to put. These are, in fact, words. Link to merriam-webster.com. Sorry. The reaction has been very entertaining. Very entertaining. So thank you for all of this.
Well, it's certainly going to be an interesting few years coming up. There's definitely going to be some shit going on.
Yep.
For sure.
And I'm curious to see how everything will unfold.
I think it's the whole world is gonna feel the ripples of this, obviously. So hopefully it will be positive ripples. Who knows? But there's nothing we can do about it. So just gotta
No, you just gotta do what you gotta do.
exactly.
And we got Hertz Donut member for 18 months says Xray, can you install a hidden Lego stripper pole in Rivendell before you leave? The shrine. Oh, I can show you the pictures that I have so far.
Have you finished
The
it? Yeah.
Lego. No, we're halfway done.
Oh my god! And then
But
you're halfway done, and you're all gone home. You're just leaving it.
Steph, my nerdy home, can build it. She's
Oh,
really
she
into it.
can do it.
Look,
Okay.
there's poles there. I made 6 of them with that gazebo.
Okay.
There's Arwen in there.
Oh, so we
Yeah.
need to get some bikini bottoms for Arwen.
Why are you obsessed with bikinis?
I don't know.
You are so obsessed with bikinis. It's hilarious. So, either way, it will get done. But not today because I'm going to be leaving in. Oh my god, I'm so sad. 3.5 hours.
Are you all packed?
No, because I have to pack the laptop.
Oh, okay. Not all
Morning
packed.
roasts has not helped.
I'm
with
sorry.
that.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's all good. It's all good. It's all love. Okay. It's all love. So, thank you guys so much for being here. This has been a fun show of roasting.
What was
Didn't
that?
anticipate to roast so much. We were roasting. We're morning roasting people.
Yeah, exactly.
But I will be home tomorrow. And I'm sure the puppies and Mark will be so happy to have me back. I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
You're gonna be like,
It's been a long trip.
who are you?
Oh no, he's been basically almost crying every night, being like, I miss you. I
Oh,
miss them too. I miss them too. So yeah. Yeah. Mark, bring your butt home. I mean, I will bring my butt home. He just has to pick me up from the airport. So love you guys. Thank you, Mr. Porkchop.
You're
Please
welcome.
sub to Mr. P. What are you doing for the next few days?
Probably some more Conan tomorrow, and next week I've got a plan, but I'm thinking something different. I'll tell you about it in a minute, but if it's a good idea or not, I need to discuss with you.
I will be in Grand Rapids next week, so I won't be able to stream with Mr. Porkchop, but Mr. Porkchop has plans. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But guys, have a very good day, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.
Oh my God, Mr. Porkchop!
Wake up to morning roast, Mr. Porkchop and Xray Girl serving up the latest news with a side of laughter twirl.
You do
Get
you.
your coffee ready,
But I'll do myself.
join us for
Oh, no,
the
bud.
fun. Morning roast podcast, the day has
I like a rich tea when it's like super soggy and it's like flopping around.
We'll keep you in the loop with jokes and banter. There's never a moment to droop. Tune in with your morning brew. Let's ignite the spark. Morning Roast Podcast. It's a journey in the dark.
Actually, I think a cup of coffee is just what I need.
Yeah.
I want that in my mouth.
Where's the girl? I need a cup of coffee.